Crazy Crab in the house, and today I'm going to play a 5-minute blitz game, 5-second increment, right here on Crazy Crab Chess against Alekhine. Alekhine 1176, trying to get over 1300. Let's do a Scandi. Let's go with the Scandinavian. And I'm not going to recapture with the queen. I'll recapture with the knight. 2 pieces on 1. And so that does not defend it at all. So recapturing with the knight. Normally in this kind of case I just take, double his pawns. He's going to take with this pawn. And then this side is sufficiently jacked up. So I need to target this side. Let's get this guy out first before I play e6. And if he plays h3 and I back up to h5 and he wants to go g4, I was going to say that would even expose this side, but he decides to play bishop e2, which is good. And see, look at my internet already going out. It's just crap. My internet sucks. I lose a lot of games because of it. Okay, so that's an interesting move with the pawn right here. But I guess he figured he had to develop the piece somehow. Alright, I'm going to play bishop to d6. This bishop points towards the king side and prepares to castle. And this is really interesting because this bishop that he developed over here to b2 is just completely blunted by his own pawns at the moment. Well, we got a castle. Not seeing any crazy tactics or anything. I think the computer would like my position better, but I don't know that. Okay, so he castles. If I bring my knight up to c6, he'll probably play d5. If I bring my knight to d7, do I have anywhere good to go after that? No, I don't know. Could try to bust this up, but what if I just play c6? Yeah, let's play knight over here to d7 and then c6, give the queen a little path. And on the purpose also of yeah, I was going to say, if he wants to expose his king some more with the queens on the board, I'm happy to allow that. So I'm going to keep my bishop here, kind of hoping for g4, but he's probably not going to go for it. I know when I've gone for g4 in these positions, I always end up regretting it. So he brings the queen over here. I was going to say c6. Have a check here possibly. Yeah, let's go c6. Leaves this bishop unprotected. But with the move of this knight, that changes also. I wanted to give some queens some flexibility. And also I don't want him to move this pawn forward, because I like this bishop blunted like that with these 2 pawns in the way. Queen, notice, is pointed here at h7, so he may want to move his knight down here at any point. Which actually is a pretty big threat, because I can't take this if he does that. So I have to look at, if he plays knight g6, well, it's not a threat. I'm sorry, for some reason I thought the queen was pointing toward h7. Queen is not pointed towards h7. This guy's still blunted. Any awkward pieces? I wonder if I just bring my queen here to c7, or up here, attacks the bishop. At least it does something. Let's do this. At least it does something. pretty sure he'll see this. And I could bring my rook over maybe to d8, line it up with the queen, and start moving pieces out of the way and hope for something. Not really sure. Not really sure, but let's just do that. 'Cause I'm a little low on time. Okay, so he goes with that move. Attacking my rook, attacking my bishop. Could just play bishop down here to g6. Yeah, I know he may play knight h4, but this bishop is sufficiently protected. I can't play my queen, my bishop here. It's no protection there. I am attacking this pawn. Okay, he's obviously going for c5 here. I'm looking for tactics. I'm looking for tactics. I'm not seeing any. Go up here and he plays this anyway. Where do I go with the queen? I got lots of places to go. Yeah, let's do this. I think I'm okay down here at the moment. Okay, he decides to move that first. Yeah, that won't work. Let's maybe mess with this queen. I don't know. I don't want to expose my my king too much, but I need to make some space. Okay, goes with that move. Huh. E5 takes. Yeah, let's do it. Let's do it. The rook will be exposed, but sufficiently protected. Opens up the queen here. It will give me an isolated pawn, I think, so probably not the best move. Notice this bishop right here. I was going to say, I think I might have blundered. Yeah, let's do this. Got a checkmate or something? Okay. This knight has nowhere to go. Play that move. I want more. I want to move the knight for some reason. I forgot why now. Okay, he goes with that. Protect the queen some more. Gotta be careful about this this guy here. I think I'm okay for the moment. Goes there. Let's just keep harassing. I feel like harassing. Just running out of squares. Well, here. Don't want to blunder this away here. Goes there. Interesting. Everything's good, right? I got him 48 seconds. I may lose on time, but it's not so much about losing on time. If I played a good game, I will be happy. But I really should beat 1176. I'm 1296. I'm trying to move up here. So I'm going to have to start moving, but he seems to be playing pretty well. Notice this pawn will hang if they trade queens. So I have to take this pawn because this pawn needs to be protected, I guess. Maybe swing the rook over here. Ooh. This guy don't have much flexibility. But there's no pawn on the B file to harass me, so. Oh, nice. Okay, well, not much time left. Okay, if I go here, see what happens. This guy's not, well, it's okay, I guess. Yeah. What did he do? Did he move? No, I moved. I hear the sounds are like not in line with the moves because, um, let's try this move. Maybe B5. I don't know. I'm a little running out of options here. I'm sure he sees it. Guy's playing pretty well. He's playing pretty freaking well, I must say. He's going to check me, I assume. Yeah, there's the check. 50 seconds. I can take here. Just kind of capturing away here. He plays rook B8. Oh no, he plays this move. Let's get behind this pawn. And get behind this pawn. This guy could be a problem. I do have a pawn here, but yeah, this is not looking great. Okay, let's just get him protected. Time is of the time is of the essence against Alekhine. He's gonna try to check me here, right? If I take this, he's coming down here. Then he's gonna follow with the next guy. Shit. Should we try to trade off? If I do that, he's gonna check me. Gosh darn it. If I do this, takes. Not much going. Not much going. I don't want them to line up here and try to check me. They could also, you know, and that's why I move my rook down here. You could take this one. I take here. I don't know. Just doing what I can. I'm taking that. Okay. Thinking about what I can do. I think the king needs to get involved or something. Yep, I wish I knew how to handle this. Let's get the king involved. Not the best in-game player. Yeah. May have to give this guy up. May have to give this guy up. Got my king is in my pawns here, and he goes with that move. So I can pick up another pawn here. 24 seconds. If he takes that, I was going to say, I just think I'm okay. He can't check me. I'll take here. If he takes here, I'm taking. 29 seconds. Alekhine. That's why you take your time in these games. I'm not saying it's over. Let's do this move. Checks me, I take. Okay. Okay. Gotta move quick. I think I got at least a draw here. Hopefully. 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 I'm not sure of the moves, man. Just gotta watch for something. Yeah, this is gonna be tough. Gotta move quick, move quick. He's gonna come down here. Ah, we got it. We got that. We got that. At least a draw. At least I'm not losing. Should be able to win this, I would think, but we'll find out what happens. It's not going to be the easiest. I do that, he comes down here. Got to drive him up the board. The 2 pawns, I think, help instead of just having 1. But I'm not an in-game master, so we'll see what happens. He's going to have to move up now. Get my king up here. Don't want to stalemate him. He may move this way. Do not want to stalemate. Do not want to stalemate. Oh. How's he stopping me? Is that stalemate? No, he can go down. That's not stalemate. He has to go down, matter of fact. So that's it. We got this. Resign. Crazy crab chess. Taking my time. Not worried about the clock too much. And you get the victory against Alekhine. And Alekhine is not resigning. Okay, we're going to have to go this all the way through. Watch my internet go out now. Alekhine. Let's just chase him. And just keep it simple. We'll just chase him like it's a rook. And then mate that way. Mate is mate. Is he going to actually let me mate him? Next move, mate right. Yeah, we'll just mate right here. Stop dragging, internet. Okay. Big checkmate there to take me over 1300. Alekhine has left the chat room. He is pissed, rightfully so. He played well, played very well. As a matter of fact, um, I thought I was probably going to run out of time, but somewhere along the line, I was able to get that 2 pawn advantage. I probably didn't play that in game very well, but sacrificed that 1 pawn to promote one, and then got a queen. He didn't want to resign, so just kind of chased him around, checkmate, no big deal. I want to check the chess analysis board. Okay, did a quick analysis of the game, and here it is. As you can see, up here, starting position, fairly even game. Both of us kind of giving up advantages from time to time, but as you can see, once I took a nice advantage, it was pretty much over. I never lost the major advantage, which is good. I did lose some minor advantages, as did he, but overall a solid game considering our rating levels. So let's take a look real quick. I wanted to run through it just so I learn a little something, and anyone else who's watching might as well. So here we have a Scandinavian takes. This is what I usually play, f6, and after knight comes out to c3, which they're used to doing because they're used to the queen recapturing on d5. Well, in this case I can take, and they might be surprised to realize, oh crap, they can't recapture because of the queen. They can recapture, but they'll just be trading knights and not up any material or anything like that. So knight f3 is played, and I always just take in this position. It says inaccuracy, better move is e6 in this position, but I decided to take here, double the pawns, and then played bishop g4, bishop e2, e6. Bishop e2 isn't an accuracy. I thought it looked kind of funny with the pawn here, so that's good for me. Bishop d6, I like. d4, castle, castle, knight d7, h3 was played. I decided to back up, bishop h5, and then queen d2. And I know c6 looked like a funny move, but I thought it was a good idea, kind of just trying to keep these pawns here. I didn't want him to think about moving this pawn forward, because I want this bishop out of the game like it kind of is. So that was my kind of thinking there. And also the queen now has a path. Knight can still come to b6. So it does look kind of funny, and it does say an inaccuracy, but I had some thinking behind it. Maybe stupid thinking, but it was thinking. Rook a e1, inaccurate. Should have played c4, and then brought my queen out to b6, and that is all good. So I'm doing fine here, even game. Bishop backs up to a1, I don't know why. Rook comes over to d8, facing off with the queen. There's a lot of pieces and a pawn in between these two, but it's still just something that I think about. Like if I put this rook here, this knight could move, this bishop could move, something could happen. You just never know. It's just nice to have this possibility that we both are thinking about. But he moves the queen right away. Bishop g6, computer says good. c4, I think he's looking for c5, so I move my bishop to b4, attacking the rook. Rook moves. f6, attack the queen. Queen moves. That is a mistake. But the reason it's a mistake is because I could play now bishop f5, attacking the queen even more. Queen is running out of squares. But instead I decided to play this move, e5. And I could see why that's a mistake. He's got plenty here. Gives the queen another path, his queen. So that is a blunder, not just a mistake, a blunder. But he didn't take advantage of the blunder. He should have taken here. Instead, he played bishop over here to d3. Mistake. Okay. But now I make a mistake, so we're just mistaken all over the place. So I shouldn't have exchanged right here. Probably should have played f5. Let's see. Yeah, f5 was the correct move. If I'd have played f5, maybe queen goes over here, and then I have this move pretty much winning a piece here. He can move there, attack my queen. Queen moves, attacks my bishop. Bishop takes the pawn. He moves. I mean, that's if he figures all this out. So maybe I don't win a piece, but at the end of the day, I'm doing much better. That's if he defends properly. I may just win a piece there. Okay, so takes here. c5 was played. inaccurate. D5, queen, excuse me, F5. Now I think I blew it here after I attacked the queen. Knight F6 is actually not good because this pawn hangs. So that was just stupid. Luckily, he missed it, blundered and played queen G6 instead of queen takes F5. Knight D7, another blunder here. I should have taken on D5. What? Now this would have been a really cool move to find, because what's happening here with this move is it's a discovered attack on the queen. If he was just to hastily take back, the queen comes off the board. If he sees what I'm doing and takes here, well, this knight is actually protecting the queen. So takes, takes. And if he takes that pawn, move my rook over to a good place. And after a couple possible moves here, I'm doing really well. That's if he finds all those moves. So that would have been really cool. But in a blitz game with me, I had like 40 seconds left for the last, I don't know, like felt like the last half of the game I was playing with 40 or 30 seconds. So I didn't do that. Instead I played knight d7, blunder, queen takes, a takes, b6, a3, I had to move, knight takes, bishop takes, rook fe8. We're both playing very well here. Plays that move. That's an inaccuracy. So rook d7. D6, things look a little funny. I decided to go rook a8 with ideas of playing b5, discovered attack here, trying to do something about that whole deal. And after f4, I played b5, and the computer likes that whole idea. I'm glad about that. It's all green, and it actually took away white's advantage, and now I have the advantage. Wonderful. I didn't know that that was a good idea, but I thought it looked pretty cool, so I went for it. And things work out here. And now I'm feeling good about my chances, and so is the computer. So a few moves here. King h2, inaccurate. I think because there's no reason for it at that point. Bishop takes c4 says I should have taken rook d3, which of course I considered, but I thought take this first, takes back, takes here. I don't know why I thought that was okay, and it seems like it was not too bad. Okay, rook comes up here. I decide I'll just give up a pawn, but it says I should have played b6 and protected the pawn this way. Instead, I protected the pawn this way, and that gives him an open file to mess with. So that wasn't too good. Rook c3, rook b1, b6 seems like the only move. It was good. Now rook e1. And here I didn't know quite what to do because I didn't want these rooks coming down here. And it said rook c7 was an inaccuracy, but I took time to play that move because I didn't want this rook coming down here, because I know after this move it shows rook, yeah, sure enough, rook f7, but I can come over there. But what if, rook down here like this? That's the move that I was really concerned about. So that's about move 39. If you come over here, okay. Let's back up a couple moves. Okay, right here. What if I take on rook c4, rook takes c4 right away like it says? I'm worried about not this rook coming to f7, but I'm worried about this rook coming down to e7, getting ready to line up. What the heck am I supposed to do about this, computer? What am I supposed to do about this, stockfish? Rook d4, rook c2. Okay, it's saying rook c2 after thinking about it. How the heck am I playing rook c2? And we know he's making this move. He just is. So let's look at this. I'm still not seeing what to do. Rook g6. Okay, I can always play rook g6. Wow, and that puts two attackers on g2. Stupid me. Okay, so back here, the chart's not loading very quick here, but pretty much the rest of it is obvious. He made that move. I got behind the b pawn. He makes that move. I decide to push here. Idea being, if he takes, I can take. Everything's well protected, and I'm feeling fine. He decided to play this move, and I thought that was just a horrible move because I can take that. He has to pretty much take back, as he wants to risk trying to promote, and I got too much. He has to take it back. And now all of a sudden after this move, I got an extra pawn. He's about to get that pawn back, but look at how advanced this pawn is. So now he has to worry about this pawn. And in his concern for that pawn, I'm able to wipe these pawns out. And at the end of the day, as you saw in the game, 2 pawns against 1, and I end up trading off rooks and winning the game. So really fun game there. And we'll see you next time. So Crazy Crab is out of here. Good luck, guys, with your chess careers.